How's it going, everybody? I am back in Fallout 4, and this time we're going to be building some shops here at Sanctuary because my Sanctuary has yet to break. So it's been working on my PS4 Pro that I recently got, which has been awesome to have a working game finally. I've not been as inspired to build things as I was before. It's been a long time since I actually felt like really building, but I built this, and there's another build that I've been working on that will be following this here soon. I recently uploaded what I hope to be a new type of series on my channel, just like discussion videos. I'm gonna be putting prompts in the comments on every video probably, leading up to the next video that's a discussion or whatever. Last video it was just what do you think Bethesda was going to be making next, what do you want them to actually make, and then what do you want out of it. The next prompt is all going to be about Fallout 5, which realizes that that's not a thing yet. There's no knowledge on any of that. It's just pretty much stuff what you want from the next Fallout 5, and then some questions that I have about it. It will be in the comments below. So go ahead and give me an answer to those questions that I ask, and I'll read your answers and make comments and give my own opinion in the next discussion video that I eventually do. Hopefully you guys do like those videos. I like being able to converse with people on my channel. It's pretty cool to be able to have a conversation with you guys and have a discussion like that and involve you in my videos. But it probably won't be too often. I'll probably have one every so often, every couple weeks or whatever, maybe. Give you guys time to comment and actually reply back to me on a couple videos first. I'm also probably going to use the community section on my channel to post those, and you guys can also comment there. It'd be a little easier for me to find everybody's replies, because in the last video I had to actually go through and go to a couple different videos to be able to find other people's replies and stuff. So there's a little extra work, which I don't mind, but it would just be easier to record the whole video if it was on one section. So eventually I hope that that's something that we can actually get going, is having everybody commenting on the discussion or on the community section of the channel. It would be kind of cool. But with this build, these kind of are elevated off the ground, and then also there are some upstairs attached. I actually built this a long time ago. These builds are done already. I built this maybe a week or so ago. I just hadn't had time really to do the voiceover for the video. And there's going to be a few cuts in this where it kind of jumps ahead, and I'll just explain a little bit about what's going on. So right now this is the front of the shop that I'm working on. I want to use the jail sliding doors on the front of the building because it would look like they could close up the shop. I realize there's probably other doors that I could use to do that, but these ones just look kind of cool. If people come up to the shop, they can see inside, see the items that are available, but they obviously can't get inside. It'll be locked up. But I do want it to be pretty open still. So I add a rail on the front right here, and then I added the sliding door on the inside here in a second. I don't know if it's actually cut out or not. I can't remember. I also edited this video a while ago. So between the recording of it and editing, this is now me trying to do the voiceover on my time off of work. So yeah, I add the door. And yeah, that's the kind of the general idea of what I'm going to do. The other side, I kind of just went with what I was going for when I started building it, where you can see that I left kind of one half of the building open. I ended up doing that, and then I added fences on the top and bottom so that the window is a little bit more closed. And then right here I'm adding roofs over a walkway that leads up. I think I ended up, yeah, so I delete these and I go for a slightly higher or less angled roof piece, so it kind of looks like it's resting on the roof that's already in place, and it ends up looking pretty cool. Actually, I like the way that it looks like it's kind of resting on it. It makes it just look even more scrappy. Same with the post that I end up using to support these roof pieces, because I do end up adding supports. I think that I may show what I do for the supports, but if not, it's in the final tour. I just get some posts from Toys Out of the Prams mod. Yep, so he's got a whole bunch of supports and posts that you can use, and I just grabbed one of these taller ones. So I end up going with one of the ones that I found originally. This one's not tall enough, but that one would be tall enough. And then there's some really interesting pieces that I find eventually that kind of look really scrappy. They're like shack bridge pieces or something. So this post right here, I end up using this as well. And then also this piece, the pier support. This one's awesome because the wooden post that kind of comes off of it at an angle is a little bit taller, so you can really get it into some interesting places. And then what I end up doing here is, my idea for this was to have the houses for the people that run the shops just upstairs of the actual shops. When I'm recording this right now, No Respawn's just tweeted that he's going to do something similar. It's not two shops that he did. He's doing a single shop, it sounds like. He hasn't actually posted the video or anything yet. He just showed a picture on Twitter of what he will be doing. So I don't want people to think that I'm like copying him or anything, even though on Twitter I said that I would like probably try a similar idea to the one that he is doing, because I think that is a really cool build, and like a lot of my builds are inspired by him, so it's like I don't think that it's hurting anything by taking inspiration from his builds. If I just flat out like copied his build, that would be different, but being inspired by him is a little different than that. So I actually will be doing probably another build. I don't know if it'll be in Sanctuary. It may, but similar to whatever he ends up doing with the shop on top of, or shop underneath the house. His is looking pretty cool already on Twitter. He shared pictures of what it looks like so far, and it's already looking pretty awesome, but mine would probably be pretty different from his. But the idea for this, though, like I said, is have the houses on top of the shop, and I actually thought about doing something where they connect. but it just didn't really sound that interesting to me. I didn't think that it would work out as well as I wanted it to. And then also right here, this issue I'm having, whenever I place the first wall, the second wall automatically snapped where I'm trying to get the walls to snap to now. If I had just done it then, everything probably would have worked out a little easier. And I'm just now noticing this. But there's always an easier way to do things, it seems, and you don't notice until it's already too late and you've done the most complicated way. But this is pretty much is the same, or the full concept. That house right here that I'm building, it's just a small shack on top of a small shop. Like, very simple stuff. And then just a couple steps, which I was glad that these didn't sink too much into that roof below. You can kind of see them clipping a little bit, but it's not like awful. Nothing too noticeable. So I'm glad that it ended up working out a little bit. And then on this side, I, for some reason, was going to add the stairs without the door frame. And then also, without this wall on this side, I couldn't get anything to actually work. So right here, I'm just trying to make sure that I get a wall on that side, and I went for something a little different. Instead of using just a bunch of wood up there, I ended up grabbing some metal, and this is just from the retextures of the wood from USO. There's a lot of different textures that look really good. And then on the front, I think I didn't use concrete. I think I ended up just using a metal door frame. I may go for a different color metal. Yeah, I go for this green, I think. But I end up placing it from down here, and I think I go up there and make some just minor adjustments because I'm having issues actually placing it from down here. So place it. I put some roofs on apparently first. Went to go see if there's any gaps. And then on this roof, I ended up going with a metal roof that's different than the wooden roof, just to have a different texture up there. And then add on the staircase. And that's pretty much the whole build. There's some details that I added afterwards that end up bringing it all together that make it look a little more interesting. So right here you can see I closed off the front parts of the houses a little bit, added some fences, so kind of looks like they've got porches sort of on their shops. Also added some doors to their shops. The one is a little bit more open than the other, and then the same with the upstairs. One door has glass panes on the front of their door. We walk around to the front end of the shop, and I think that I actually opened the doors for you guys to see how they would function. So, show the path down. You can see, I really like the way the supports ended up working out. The support in the middle wasn't tall enough, so I had to add another support in the bottom to make it look tall enough. And it actually didn't look too bad. I guess I didn't go with that green one as well. I went with another, one of the posts that I used on the other side. So it looks like the barn tab post. Closed off the middle part right there to make it kind of look a little bit more connected and stuff. That door glitches through a lot of the decorations I have in here. I didn't realize that until I opened the door. I probably should have had a door that opens outward. But right here, I go ahead and show you guys what the door would actually do whenever you open the shop. Or you can just leave it closed. People can do business through a door like that. It's not like it's impossible to open. I try not to look at the glitching out. And then this shop, nothing really clips when the door opens. I think it may clip through the chair, but it's so fast that you kind of don't notice. So I got some decorations from Toys Out of the Pram. As you can see, the first store was a general store. This door goes right into the wall, which I didn't think was awful when I saw it, and so I left it. I didn't mess with it. But this store is actually like a chem store. Just Mama Murphy's Chems or something like that. That's what it'll be. And then if we go up here, you can see the walkway goes all the way across. I tried to support the other one as best I could. Dog Meat wouldn't leave the settlement. It was pretty annoying. I actually told him to go to Red Rocket, and I dismissed him, but he teleported upstairs into this house. Pretty simple decorations for the houses. Pretty similar as well, just bed, tables, some junk. This one's got a little bit more junk in it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of these builds. Let me know what else you guys would like to see me build, or anything that you guys would like me to cover here in the future. Make sure you guys check out the comments to give me some answers to those questions so that we can do another discussion video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.